morning, USA.
Yo.
Jess Hilarious.
Wake that ass up, Envy.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet. Guess what day it is? Hump day. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here. Another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Good morning.
What's up, Jess?
What's up, yo? How are you? Good?
My voice, you know what? I can tell I'm about to come down with something in the next couple of days.
Man.
I can feel it coming.
It's the kids, ain't it?
I don't even know if it's the kids. I just haven't. I haven't really caught a cold or flu or anything in a long time, and I think it's just time for me.
It's probably the change of weather, and you don't be taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? You don't be putting all the right vitamins and minerals in your body throughout the year.
I do.
Okay, Mr. Plastic Baggy Vitamin Man. Okay.
Yeah, every morning. Okay,
I see,
I'm
every
being
day.
here like an old man because I am.
You sure
taking
did.
10 different multivitamins. Okay,
Yes,
and ginkgo biloba. All right, and soursop gummies. All types of stuff.
Soursop gummy.
Yes, but
listen,
I do it every morning. I take my stuff every morning when I get up. That's my routine. When I do my facial stuff, I do my vitamins as well. So
You do a facial?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Every morning.
He do. Like, he
Put a little vitamin C, a little moisturizer.
I got my exfoliating cream and my vitamin C. I do all of that.
And the sunblock and all that, you know.
Same I can't never let nobody live. Yeah, I do that too.
I don't.
Like,
okay.
All right,
Because I be getting
know.
tired of Envy coming in here looking like a sugar cookie during the winter. You ain't been watching him the last 15 years.
Nah.
I'm glad that he finally taking care of his skin.
Man, call me a
Man.
sugar cookie, man.
That's how you be looking when it get cold.
You like
came in
sugar
there.
cookies.
You came in there with the power coat on. You look like an episode of Power. Like you about to go film Envy. I know that's right.
It's cold out. Yesterday was snowing. They say they expect a little bit of flurries today, so I'm just being warm. That's all.
Yeah. Oh. Well, don't get everybody sick up there.
Where you at?
I'm in Atlanta. I'm reporting from the Atlanta studio.
Make Louis B buy you breakfast.
Oh no, he doing it. He on it right now.
Okay, because he gonna come to you with a bunch of jingle ball drops, and he's gonna try to get you to read.
Already sent 3 of them to
You
my
see what I'm
phone
saying?
already, and it's only 6:02. Yo, I'm like, yo, relax. Like
Exactly.
so, he definitely getting me breakfast or whatever. But yeah, I'm down in Atlanta. So
All right. Well, this morning, chef, author, Food Network host Kardea Brown.
Kardea Brown, South Carolina's own Low Country, dropping a clues bomb for Kardea Brown. Okay. She got a new cookbook out called Make Do With What You Have, 100 delicious new recipes from favorite old school meals. And as you just said, she has a show on the Food Network called Delicious Miss Brown. Yep. She's got an amazing restaurant in the Charleston airport called Kardea Brown Southern Kitchen. So she'll be here to talk to us about all type of things.
nice.
All right. And up next, Mimi's going to be breaking down everything that's going down from the government shutdown. Are we opening? When are we opening? She'll break all that down. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Hey.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news.
Yes, and another way to avoid colds is to not sag your pants. Envy likes to sag his pants.
I don't sag my pants,
That cold
sir.
air gets right in your ass crack. Next thing you know, you coughing and sneezing and blowing your nose everywhere.
What is wrong with you, man?
Yo, the
There's-
cold air getting this crack, yo.
Yes,
There's
he
no
be
cold
sagging. Yes, he
air
do.
in my
I
crack.
saw him yesterday with a hoodie on, sagging his pants. I'm like, boy, that cold air gonna get right in his
I didn't
ass.
even wear a hoodie yesterday. You were just looking at my ass.
I was not looking at your
Yes,
ass.
you was.
I was looking at a grown man sagging. Like, why is he still doing this?
I didn't have a hoodie yesterday, and I don't sag my pants. Come on, Mimi. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Mimi.
Good morning, Jess, Envy, Charlamagne. How y'all doing? Because Jess is the only one not in here cutting up this morning. How
Right.
y'all
Good
doing?
morning, girl.
All right, so we start this morning in Washington, where the House is back in session for the first time since September, and they are set to vote today on a bill that would reopen the government. Now, lawmakers will be voting on that same funding bill package that the Senate passed on Monday night, which would keep the government running through January 30th. It also includes what is called a mini bus, 3 major spending bills that would fund everything from road and bridges to school meal programs. And that bill also fully funds the SNAP program through next September. Now, the House is expected to meet today at noon Eastern Standard Time with the first order of business swearing in the Arizona Democrat Adelita Gribalda. After that, members will turn their attention on debating and voting on that funding bill. But already there is a clear split. House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries says Democrats, they are united in voting against the measure because it lacks those subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Listen, it's unfortunate that you had 8 or so Democrats, 7 Democrats who made the decision to vote in a different way than the overwhelming majority of the Senate Democratic Caucus, and what you'll see from the overwhelming majority of House Democrats when the bill comes over to us. But they're going to have to explain themselves. This fight continues, And over the last several weeks, we have successfully elevated this health care issue such that the American people are demanding action. And now it's going to be on Mike Johnson and House Republicans to demonstrate. Are they willing to actually do something for someone other than the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected?
No, they're not.
And there's an opportunity to do it by making sure that the Affordable Care Act tax credits are extended. Every single Democrat stands behind that proposition in the House. Let's see what the Republicans decide to do.
You know what they're going to decide to do. The fact that people keep acting like Republicans give a damn about the poor and working class is insanity to me. But it's good to keep pointing it out that they don't.
Yeah, well, it is definitely good to keep pointing it out. That means that Speaker Mike Johnson, he has a razor-thin margin to get this done today. So once Grijalva is sworn in, the breakdown will be 219 Republicans to 214 Democrats, meaning he can only afford to lose about 2 GOP votes if he wants to pass the bill without Democratic help. Now, if that bill clears the House today, it will go straight to the president's desk for his signature, officially ending the shutdown, restoring pay, benefits, and key services nationwide. So we'll see what happens with that. But while that is happening, there's something brewing on the other side for the Senate. They are kind of trying to figure out more about the Affordable Care Act, because Republicans say that they are open to extending part of that ACA funding that's set to expire at the end of the year. But there is a catch. Now, they want tougher abortion restrictions on insurance plan in exchange for their vote. So Republicans say that they will not agree to an extension unless the new bill includes stronger language tied to the Hyde Amendment. The Hyde Amendment is what bans federal money being used for abortion. And Democrats say that protection already exists. But Republicans led by Senator John Thune, he insists that without those new limits on abortion, there will not be enough GOP votes to extend the Affordable Care Act funding at all.
I don't believe anything Republicans say, and neither should you. Republicans have zero reasons to make any concessions. They got everything they want in that big deadly bill. So what reason do they have to play ball?
Yeah. Well, we will continue to watch that. And while lawmakers argue over how to reopen the government, millions of Americans are still waiting on something more basic, just food money. So the Supreme Court has once again hit pause yesterday on whether the Trump administration has to send out those full SNAP benefits during the shutdown. That means about 42 million people who rely on food stamps are still waiting to find out if they will fully get their November benefits. Now, the court's order issued late last night or late Tuesday evening keeps everything frozen until Thursday night. So it's not a final decision. It's just a temporary hold that gives Congress time to act. Now, if lawmakers pass the funding bill and reopen the government before then, and those SNAP benefits would automatically be restored, ending that standoff. During that dissent, Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, she was the only member of the Supreme Court to publicly disagree, saying that the payments should go out immediately. So for now, the freeze stays in place. Millions of families, though, are still wondering if their grocery money will show up this week.
So listen, once again, I want everybody who, wants Democrats to hold the line, make sure you're donating to your local food banks, okay? Make sure you're donating to these community organizations that are providing food for people in these communities. All right, just don't be getting on social media and your Instagram and making your videos talk about how Democrats should hold the line and Democrats can't. Don't do all of that if you're not donating to your local food banks or local community organizations that are providing food for people during this season.
That's right. All right. Thank you, Mimi.
All right, really quickly, coming up at 7, Americans say that they are being priced out of the American dream, a new idea that could help, but experts are warning it may not be as simple as it sounds. We'll talk about it in the next hour.
And everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, this is Brianna.
Hey, Brianna, good morning. Get it off your chest.
Hey, Envy. Hey, Jess. Hey, Charla. I'm calling in today because I am a federal essential worker.
Yes, ma'am.
And I just heard Charlamagne's rant about Rotes Martin, and he really can bite it because at the end of the day, our lives and our livelihoods have been sacrificed for other Americans, and we're not getting nobody's speaking up for us.
That's true.
What just happened to us for the last 41 days is wrong. Our livelihoods were used as political pawns. We have incompetent leaders with both parties. Schumer and Jeffries both need to step down. Horrendous, incompetent. to sacrifice. The strategy that they have came up with is let's hold this group of Americans hostage while we try to help this group of Americans. How asinine is that? Like, these are the leaders. These are our politicians. These are our government leaders. These are the people that we're supposed to entrust to fight for us. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean,
and Roland Martin can bite it. I'm sick of him, and you ate him up, Charlamagne. Rightfully so.
Well, I'm sorry you're going through it first and foremost.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. I hear these conversations so much, but nobody ever talks about the federal workers. Nobody talks about the fact y'all ain't been paid in 40+ days, as if 67% of the country ain't living paycheck to paycheck, as if y'all landlord don't want their money, and electric companies don't want their money, and y'all.
Do you know what it's like to come to work and see people getting evicted, people crying about not being able to feed their kids, sending their kids off to live with relatives because we don't know where our lives stand? People have invested their careers, their lives into these positions. They take care of full families, and for them to sacrifice them for 40-something days, it's ridiculous. This is our peak season. So we've been in here busting out overtime for $0 and just to watch the news and watch all these politicians not even speak up about us. It's like, oh, we know people aren't getting paid anyways. Like, what type of BS is that?
I'm telling you, that's what I said during Donkey. It's just like they talk about it like it's just it's so nonchalantly. Like, we understand people aren't getting paid.
Like we're so insignificant.
I get it.
I'm sorry again, Ma. I'm sorry you got to go through it.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm happy to still stay here and protect my fellow Americans and my country at the end of the day. It's not our fault. We as a people have to stick together. For all my other essential federal workers out there, all my furlough federal workers out there, stand strong, stay tough. Only we know what we have been through for these last 41 days because we are the only ones that have been affected by it outside of the other, SNAP recipients or whatnot. But I just want to send out some love and positivity to everybody that has made it through this shutdown since we are nearing the end. Just love and blessings to everybody. Thanks for letting me get this off my chest, guys.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Salute to all the federal workers out there getting lost in the conversation, man. We salute y'all.
You know the crazy thing, I was driving in and there was a soldier who was supposed to get deployed, and he couldn't get deployed because the people that do the clerical work were off work. So he was supposed to be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, but now since we're not going back, he doesn't have another appointment in January 5th. So because the government shut down, he won't be coming home until after Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Come on, man. And you don't know if that's going to be his. God forbid. I hope he gets a million more Christmases. But what if you don't?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, people are crazy. Like, I don't know why nobody's thinking about the federal workers, man. It makes no sense, man. Imagine watching a federal worker who ain't never been on SNAP or nothing have to come to the food bank to get groceries because they can't afford to get food.
Right.
That's the type of stuff I'm seeing. So that's why my mindset is the way that it is.
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing.
Calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this T got the 803.
See, what up?
Metro, what's happening?
Get off your chest, bro.
What's going on, Charlamagne? This Jinkinsville, but it's all right. I missed Metro, too.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with y'all, Amber? What's up, Amber? What's up, Charlamagne? What up, Jess?
What's up,
What's
brother?
up, baby?
Get it off your chest, brother.
Hey, man, I'm so glad this shutdown is over, man. The people being able to get their benefits and stuff back. Because that was messed up to even take people through all that just for the little politics they be doing.
100%.
But when y'all do get it back, don't go out here selling these stamps, man. If y'all do, holler at me.
You stupid, man.
Hey, now come
Hey,
on.
hey, 5400. The price is still low now. Hey.
It's the holiday season, man. They might trade a little bit of them stamps for
There you go.
some cash.
That's
Man.
right.
Yeah, there you go, Envy. One more time, hey, before you hang up, 'cause I know you will. Can I shout my podcast out?
Yeah, I think you shouted out last time, but you was all over the place there. Go ahead, do it again, brother.
I'm going to shoot it out every time I call, man. I got to get it out there. The Breakfast Club family big. Shout out the part about nothing, where we talk about nothing and a little bit of everything at the same time. Shout my boy Marley Valley out, Donnie. We in Fridays and Saturday night. We on Spotify now. It's growing support. I appreciate it.
All right, brother, have a good one.
That's right. Hey, yo, salute to the Lady Gamecocks, too, man. Number 2 team in the country. They beat the Clemson Tigers last night. Big South Carolina business, 65-37, okay? Salute to Tania Latson and Joyce Edwards and Raven Johnson. They got busy last night.
Hello, who's this?
Good morning. DJ Henry, what's happening with you, brother?
What's up, brother?
This is your guy, Mr. Show Money.
What's up, Mr. Show Money? What up?
Jess Hilarious, what's going on?
Good morning, Mr. Show Money.
My brother, Charlamagne the guy. Peace, my brother.
Peace, King. What's the word?
Listen, man. Listen, I need my Breakfast Club family to get involved in this effort. So far, we fed like 30 families, dropped their stuff off for them. I need y'all to get involved. We going to Restaurant Depot, ShopRite, and Aldi's. Right now, we're feeding the family of 4 for about $52 a family. We're breaking it down. We're sending them a turkey, stuffing, all of the stuff that y'all don't like for Thanksgiving. We need y'all to get involved. Please. The Cash App is Uncle YU 908. Uncle YU 908. DJ Envy.
Yes, sir.
You have. I know. Everybody know you have 6 kids. We get it. But if you can do anything for these families, I would appreciate it.
That cash app ain't coming up either, bro.
Yeah, I'm here. And we get money all year long. So
the Cash App, the Cash App is in my bio on Instagram.
See, I'm sorry. I spelled you like a regular person.
He said why? Yeah,
Uncle YU 908. So listen, Jess, I know you got the babies and everything. I know. Listen, whatever y'all. Huh?
How many kids you got, Jess?
Yeah, 2, yo. You walking down on me. Yeah, I got 2.
Yeah, see, I'm saying, listen, my point is that I know y'all have families.
Yes.
And you know what I mean? But my point is that we're trying to feed 100 families this Thanksgiving. I said around $52 per family. We're getting it done. We're dropping this food off to these people. You got mothers out here. You got even fathers out here who are by themselves trying to feed their family. We just want to get this done. We already fed about 30, 40 families. You got
absolutely, Mr. Showmoney.
families to go.
We do have families, but we also have other families too, like my aunts and cousins and all that type of stuff.
I'm saying.
Right. I'm feeding them too. I'm feeding a lot of people. So I'm not just feeding my family. I don't want that notion out there. Like it's just about me and my kids. I'm doing a lot for other families too. You know?
Yeah, and Mr. Showmoney, you in Newark, man. Go check out Congressman Kelly's nonprofit 211 Community Impact. You know, they partnered with some food banks out there. I made a donation to them as well. So go check out the 211 Community Impact in Newark with Congressman Kelly, man. They're doing some stuff for people over the holidays as well.
yeah, and if you are in Newark, November 17th, Monday, I'll be out there with Mayor Ross Baraka, and we'll be doing a turkey and food giveaway. Yeah,
I'm coming to that too.
You're going to that too, yeah. So we do it in different areas, but that is Monday, November 17th. It starts at 10 o'clock. They say arrive by 9:30. Arrive early. It's going to be a lot of people out there that need everything. They need food. They need sides. They need everything. I do it each and every year. So I'll be out there Monday, November 17th. So salute to the mayor of Newark, Ross Baraka.
What up, Ross?
All right, now we got the latest with Loren coming up.
Hello, Cool Babe. What's happening?
Good morning, y'all.
I'm going to get you a coat for the winter, man.
I got a coat outside. I wore a coat in here.
You did?
No,
Okay.
Yeah.
like showing that stomach. Yeah, it's flat.
Stomach
but
is
I tell her about that all the time.
Y'all, this is throw on clothes. We in move mode, okay? So everything.
You throw that on even when you wasn't moving.
You're right. I let her show the stomach.
Let
But I
her
do
show
have
her
a coat,
stomach.
though. I got a coat outside. It's okay.
Yeah, you're going to let us show your ass coughing and sneezing, too. You keep showing that goddamn stomach. Always want to show shape. Watch what happens.
First of all, I have a very nice coat. I take my vitamins.
Okay.
I'm good, okay? But thank you guys. Dang, good morning. We do have the latest coming up. Y'all know who we have not talked about in a while up here? And people have been asking me about Wendy Williams. And yesterday, there was a story that broke that is a bit confusing for the people. So I've done some digging. We're going to clarify some things this morning.
Okay.
All right, we'll get into all that when we come back. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Lauren becomes pretty fast.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Hello, Cool Babe.
Good morning.
Shorty.
Hey, Jess. All
Hey,
right.
girl.
So, Wendy Williams. All right. If I'm being honest, feel like we started a blender for Wendy Williams in a conversation that we had here with the very first conversation we started. And I'm going to explain why after I tell you what just happened. So yesterday, there was a report that broke. TMZ did an exclusive that Wendy Williams underwent a ton of additional testing in New York to figure out whether she has the frontal temporal dementia or not. The story said that she did the testing with a bunch of different neurologists who are top neurologists. It didn't mention like from what hospital or anything like that. And you guys remember some months back, there was a story that leaked that Joe Tacopina, who is one of Wendy's attorneys, told me they were really pissed about because the legal records or the medical records should not have leaked that said she did have dementia. So there's now these two big medical reports from very top neurologists that are saying two very different things. So in the story yesterday, Joe Tacopina says that what they plan to do is submit these testing results to a judge and to the court. Of course, try to get Wendy out of this conservatorship. And if the judge does not just go along with the new testing that they have, he's going to request a trial by jury, which is what he's been saying for some time as well, too.
What happened with Wendy? I was BFFs. You spoke to her every week, and then all of a sudden, everything just stopped.
I can't pick up the phone and call her, but the person that I was talking to that was working with her is no longer working with her. I do reach out to Joe Tacopina. Yeah, Gina Lisa, shout out to her. I do reach out to Joe Tacopina, but I get responses when I can. I can't really answer that question, but we did have a direct line, and that has slowed down. But it's okay because I always find my way in.
Is she still out and about? Is she still coming out?
Wendy she's still out and about. Actually, I just saw a photo of her. She was at Joe Tacopina's son's wedding. But yeah, Wendy's been out and about.
She definitely been outside, and she been looking good too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I haven't seen her out since Fashion Week though.
Well, the photo that I saw for the Joe Tacopina's son's wedding was in the story that we're talking about right now. But other than that, it was Fashion Week and Laquan Smith and the New Yorker and all of that stuff. But she's moving around to my point. So listen, here's the questions that I got some answers to. So when you go to a judge and you're like, we have these two very different test results from two very good doctor sources, right? And I've confirmed for a fact that when Wendy took that first round of testing that was requested by the conservatorship, Wendy's team had to okay those doctors. They had to say, yes, we believe these doctors are legit. They come from a high, very well-known hospital, all the things. That test came out that she does have the dementia. Now, Joe Tacopina had told me that they were going to do independent testing outside of that. That is what this is. There have been reports that the original doctors walked back their reports and changed their mind. That is not what happened. These are separate doctors. What's going to happen is they're going to get into court, and from what I'm told, it's going to basically be a battle of the doctors, which will put Wendy in a really bad place. Because even if a judge says, and I'm told that it's probably not going to happen that a judge does not see any brain damage whatsoever. But even if a judge does say she doesn't have the dementia, there are things that will be shown in these testings from either doctor. So
any cognitive,
yes,
what's the word? Cognitive impairments.
Yes, and so what I
decline, I guess.
Yeah, so what I was told by a person who's worked on this for some time and has been very close to the situation is that right now this puts Wendy in a position where even if they walk back things and allow things to open up a bit for her, she's still going to have to live a life that she has been very vocal about she does not want to live. She doesn't want to have an aide with her all the time. She doesn't want to have people.
That's not up to her, though. Because if she is having problems and her brain is declining and her mental is declining, she's going to need somebody.
100%. But I'm just saying, I think when you open up, the floodgates, things will come. And I'm very interested in it. This is why I reached out to Joe Tacopina to understand legally what their strategy is, because at this point you kind of just are like, you're adding more fuel to the fire, because in all these findings you're going to see things that maybe you wouldn't even want to have a conversation about because you want to keep the main thing the main thing.
But maybe she'll be let out a little more. It won't be as, I guess, she's stuck in this quote unquote high in jail, as she says. You know what I mean? So maybe she'll be able to go out with some family. Maybe she'll have different aides. But
hopefully, it depends on what the judge decides. Go ahead, Jess.
And then when she be outside, right? Like, because like Char said, we haven't really seen her out a lot since New York Fashion Week. But I think it was a video when she be like outside in New York, and she be on her scooter or whatever. Yes. Are the people?
What you mean on her scooter?
She has
Wendy on wheels. She be rolling up around.
Wendy on wheels
is a great.
Wow.
The videos where she be out and the people be doing the fit check. One of the influencers that walked down on her and asked, did a fit check with her. Then she was shopping. Like, are they? When we see her like that, are they with her or is? Like,
are you asking me, are those things set up?
Yeah, like
normally
or did she just say, "Yo, I want to go out today," and then they just take her out?
I can't answer that question indefinitely, but most of the time, I know you do let people know where you're going to be. But I did ask that too. Like, she's been moving around a lot right now, and I know she doesn't want people up under her and all in her business, and she wants to make her own decisions. But who is her person right now, making sure she's straight? Because she's talked about having addiction issues, right? And that's what caused a lot, or added to a lot of the issues she's having. And they're saying that she has various security guards that have been like the people. But
I would like to salute Gina Lisa, dropping the clues bomb for Gina Lisa. Gina Lisa is the reason that Wendy got all the motion she got now to begin with. Personally, I believe she was in better hands when she was with Gina Lisa. You know, Joe Tacopino is a great lawyer, but you need more than a great attorney. You need someone who knows that guardianship situation inside and out. That's Gina Lisa's world. So any of the freedom that Wendy has now, it's because of Gina Lisa. It's because of the work that Gina Lisa did prior. That's why when you saw things slow down on Wendy's case, it seemed like, and it seemed like she went back to ground zero.
Yeah.
It was because Gina Lisa was no longer.
So what happened with Gina Lisa then?
That's a Gina Lisa conversation.
That's not. Not nothing I can speak to, but I will say that things have been a bit different since everything that Charlamagne has said. But I wish Wendy the best, and I'm going to, of course, try and stay in as much as I can. But when I saw this report, I was like, man, this is going to be a battle of like, what does she have and what does she not, and hopefully it ends up where she can get things. Just softer in the lifestyle that she's living, but we don't even know everything that the test results say. So you kind of have to like cross your fingers here.
And lastly, I just always wonder when things like this is finances, right? Because you got to pay for where you're staying, you got to pay for attorneys, you have to pay for all these tests.
Yes.
How long do the finance last? Because I don't know her finances, but is money still coming in? Is she getting royalties from the shows, or the shows still airing? Like how are they taking care of the finances, right? Because she's paying her conservatorship, right? That comes out of her check, right?
That is what Wendy Williams said. Now, I will say I can't answer that fully, but I did check in on that A&E lawsuit, because remember that was happening. There was a toss up there about that and how things were going.
She didn't get no money did she profit off that?
Right now it's at a standstill. No one's profiting off of anything, and they say they didn't even know of this testing, but it's because it's independent. So we'll wrap up now. I'm doing it. I see the wrap up. Jess had a question. I'm going to answer it.
That is
it, y'all.
Lauren.
Get out of my face, Charlamagne.
Now when we come back, we got front page news. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get back in some front page news. What up, Mimi?
Good morning, NV, Jess, Charlamagne. How y'all doing this morning?
Peace, Mimi.
Good morning. All right, so we start this hour with the latest on air travel. And so while the shutdown may be near an end, the travel headaches, they are not over just yet. Transportation Department says it plans to begin easing flight limits at dozens of major airports only once safety improves and more air traffic controllers are back on the job. Now, during the shutdown, many controllers who've been working without pay called out, causing delays and cancellations that have frustrated travelers across the country. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy, though, he does say things are starting to look better. Let's listen.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, very rough travel days, significant cancellations and significant delays. However, today has been a much better day. A lot more air traffic controllers are coming in. So just for comparison, on Saturday we had 81 staffing triggers. Today we have 4. So I think our air traffic controllers are seeing an end to the shutdown and feel more hopeful, and they're coming into their facilities. So we're grateful to them for all that they're doing.
So he went on to say about 24 to 48 hours after the shutdown ends, air traffic controllers can expect to be paid 70% of their pay, and they would receive about 30% of their pay within a week after the shutdown being over. The FAA says flight cuts, though, they will remain in place until data shows that the system is stable again. And according to the numbers, the shutdown is costing the U.S. economy about $14 billion a week, largely because of how much we rely on air travel to keep people as well as goods moving. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, he told Morning Joe that airline executives have already been they were already reaching out to him before a deal was announced, worried about what the shutdown was doing to their bottom line. Let's listen to that.
How reliant is our economy on air travel, on the airwaves being open and us being able to move freight and move people across the United States?
Well, it's a core tenet of that, along with trucking and shipping. But in terms of business travel, I received several texts from airline executives over the weekend before we got news that the shutdown might be ending, saying that they were quite worried for their businesses.
It's always corporate interest over the interest of the people. If these airlines weren't being impacted, this shutdown probably would still be going on.
Yep.
I'm telling you that right now.
And to say he got a text, which means that they were worried about how much longer was this going to go on and what that was going to mean for them and their bottom line. So profits over people for sure. So for now, travelers can still expect some delays and cancellations, but airlines say that those delays are temporary. And once the shutdown officially ends, flight schedules could start to get back to normal within days. So now to housing and a plan that has a lot of people talking. So would you sign up for a 50-year mortgage just to afford a house? That's the idea that the Trump administration is now floating, a loan that would stretch payments over 5 decades in effort to make home ownership more affordable. But experts say not so fast. They say, sure, your monthly payment might go down a few $100s, but over time, you'd end up paying nearly twice as much in interest compared to a traditional 30-year loan. And because most of those payments will go toward interest, it would take nearly decades to actually build any equity, meaning that you'd own very little of your home for a very long time. So analysts warn this kind of mortgage could do more for the banks than it would for buyers. So letting lenders collect interest for about 20 extra years while families stay in debt longer. It would also push home prices even higher since more buyers would be competing for the same limited number of homes. And the move comes as President Trump continues to face criticism over housing costs, even after campaigning on a promise to make everything more affordable for Americans. He was asked about the issue of affordability yesterday in the Oval Office. Let's hear what he had to say.
The fake news yesterday, they talked about that. They said, I don't want to talk about affordability. The reason I don't want to talk about affordability is because everybody knows that it's far less expensive under Trump than it was under Sleepy Joe Biden. And the prices are way down. Caroline?
Yes, sir.
Could you discuss that question that was asked and how it was asked in such a fake, disgusting manner by the fake news?
Affordability is what the American people elected this president to do, and he is doing it, and you guys refuse to cover it, and you refuse to cover that the previous administration created the worst unaffordability crisis in American history. And I've been watching the TV all day saying that he doesn't want to talk about affordability. That's what he's working on every day, and that's what this administration is doing.
Donald Trump and his administration have no idea that people are broke. Like when he's talking about people in his immediate circle that be at them dinners and stuff that they be having. He has no idea about what's going on with the working class and poor people in this country.
Well, look, the 50-year mortgage, there's two sides to it, right? Yes, somebody could afford a house that they probably couldn't afford because it lowers the price of the actual mortgage. But people say you're paying more interest, which is true. But a lot of people are not going to have money to invest because people are like, you can take that money and invest. A lot of people don't have that money to invest and just want to buy a home but can't afford it because the prices of homes are so high. You look at areas where, whether it's California or New York or Atlanta, where people have to live damn near an hour away or they got to live in a place that they can't because they can't afford it. So I see both sides of it, you know what I mean? Because people, at the end of the day, people want to actually own something and not be stuck, in a rental or in a projects, Mm-hmm. So I see both sides of it.
Interesting conversation.
Yeah, for sure. They said, meanwhile, the house of home prices keep rising, to your point, Envy. The typical household now spends about 40% of their income on mortgage payments. Mm-hmm. That's well above what financial experts consider affordable. And searches on Google for help with mortgage have hit their highest level since 2009. The adjustable rate mortgage, they are back on the rise. And they said that's a sign that many Americans are just stretching what they can to stay in the market.
I mean, I do want to know more about it, though, because I was reading something that they created the 30-year mortgage for the same exact reason they're talking about doing the 50-year mortgage. They want to make home ownership more accessible to people. So I just want more information on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I think because it's coming from Donald Trump and he has shown a lot of interest in, putting more money with the banks, the 50-year loan is going to keep interest rates going, for a very long time before you ever hit that principal. And so a lot of people are just pointing that out, and that could, definitely keep people in debt longer than it would. But to your point, Envy, a lot of people just want to buy a home right now. Well, that is your front page news. I'm Mimi Brown. Follow me at Mimi Brown TV. For more stories, follow the Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app or visit BINnews.com.
Thank you, Mimi Brown.
Thank you, Mimi.
We got another Brown coming in right now.
That's right. Kardea Brown, chef, author, and Food Network host. And we're going to talk to her next. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And we got a special guest in the building, chef, author, Food Network host, Kardea Brown. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good. How y'all feeling?
Blessed, black, and highly favored, man.
I know that's right.
I literally said this morning, man, we should have had Kardea cook.
I know. You know what? Let me tell you what it took to get here.
Okay.
So... my flight was canceled from Charleston.
Oh.
Right? But I knew it was going to be canceled. Mm-hmm. So something told me just go ahead and book a trip on the Amtrak.
Y'all, you took the train?
I took the train 14 hours.
Jesus
What?
Christ. We should be cooking for you then.
I know, exactly,
Like,
right?
oh
I need a little
goodness.
continental breakfast. But yeah, and then the train got stuck in D.C.
So when'd you fly in?
I didn't fly in.
She just said she
Okay,
should
duh, I know, but when was you scheduled to fly in?
I was scheduled to fly in yesterday at 2:55.
Damn.
So I didn't get here until 4 a.m. this morning.
And they already had canceled it?
They already canceled.
Yikes.
Wow.
See what's going on
But
in
I
the world?
made sure I came.
You made it.
I made sure I was here.
That's because you're supposed to be here.
We should have
That's what
cooked
I'm
you some
talking about.
breakfast. Well, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You feeling good?
I'm feeling great.
I could have cooked you breakfast.
No, you couldn't have.
Yeah,
She didn't want that
her
struggle
book
meal.
says use what you got.
Exactly.
So I could have, you know what I mean?
What did you have in your house?
We could have did eggs, bacon, pancakes. I do little fried apples, you know.
Fried apples?
My grandmother does. Yep, it's
Where
a thing.
you from?
My grandma from Virginia.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. So you just take the apples, slice them up, cut them up, and put them in a pan with some butter or something.
And the cinnamon, little brown sugar.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I definitely could have took
That's
that.
her favorite meal. That's an easy breakfast.
That is a very easy. Right.
No, because
So since your name been on the list that you were coming up here, Charlamagne's been salivating, right? All just all down the mouth. So let's
what are you talking about?
Let's find out. How'd you get into cooking? Let's start from the beginning. It's your first time here. How did you get into cooking? What made you
y'all have
realize
time?
that you wanted to be a chef?
Absolutely.
We got some time.
Okay, so my grandmother and my mother are excellent cooks. My grandmother on my father's side was known for her red rice in Charleston.
Hey.
Okay, you know about that red rice. So she was a cook at the Piggly Wiggly on Meaton Street.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
That's a grocery store for all you up north folk, okay?
So she was a long-time cook there, but I get it from both sides of my family. I do not have any professional background experience. I did not go to culinary school. It was just something I always loved to do.
Mm-hmm.
I was
food in Piggly Wiggly used to be so good.
And it still is. The one on Savannah Highway.
Okay.
It's delicious.
Okay.
The fried chicken, collard greens, red rice on Fridays. My husband now knows about it, so I started out with just my background's in social work. I went to school for psychology, just thought I was going to do something in the nonprofit world, which I did. I worked at Big Brothers Big Sisters. I did removal of children from homes, and I did child placement. I did all of that. So in the midst of doing that, because it's just a very hard job, it's rewarding, but it's hard. Mm-hmm. So I use cooking as an outlet for me my entire life. I've just always done that.
Some stress. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So I was living in Jersey at the time in 2015, and I was dating this guy who one day was recording me. I was like, I don't know why he's recording me. I thought he was just going to put it on Instagram. I get a call maybe a few days later from a producer who's like, your boyfriend sent in a video of you cooking.
Oh, you was cooking.
I was cooking in the kitchen.
You said, okay.
So I'm sorry, yes, I was
freaky
cooking.
over there.
No, I'm like, I
what
didn't
kind
know
of
where
video
it was
recording?
going.
Yes, she
I'm
was
like,
cooking.
what
This is a
is
chef
happening?
story.
What's wrong with y'all? What's up with y'all?
I was cooking in the kitchen, and he was recording me cooking.
Okay,
Jesus
great.
Christ.
And I got a call from a producer. My bad. Let me back up. So I got a call from a producer, said, hey, we are featuring home cooks on this new show on the Cooking Channel, and we want to feature you. Mm-hmm. We like your style of cooking. We like your personality. I thought it was a joke. I'm like, y'all are not about to come. I'm living in Jersey. I'm just cooking, for fun. This is not serious. You can't be. They were serious. Mm-hmm. They filmed the show over a course of a weekend, and on the last day of filming, the producer came up to me and said, I think you have what it takes to be a food personality. I think you should try it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, listen, I don't know what kind of jokes you got going on here, but this was fun. I'm going to go back to my cubicle on Monday and go back to my regular life. He was like, I really think you should give this a shot. You're a natural at this. I know you've never been on TV before, but if you let us pitch you, we want to pitch you to the Food Network.
Wow.
So they pitched me, and well, before that, something in me was just like, God, you wouldn't bring me this far and show me this if it wasn't something behind it. Mm-hmm. So the following week, I put in my resignation letter at work.
Ooh, so you just like your discernment just said, you know what, it's time to step out on faith.
Nothing ever felt right as that weekend did, and so I stepped out on faith, sold all of my belongings, got on the Amtrak, and moved back down to Charleston and said, this is what it's going to be. I started a supper club called the New Gullah Supper Club, where it featured all of the Gullah Geechee dishes, and I honed in on my skills, and eventually we did a sizzle reel, and Food Network kind of gave in, was like, oh, we'll give you a shot. And it took about 4 or 5 years before that, yes, because I did get a no. I got a few no's, but I didn't take it as no, it's not for you. I heard it as no, not right now.
Not yet.
So I kept honing in on my skills, kept doing my thing. I did my supper club, and I had little appearances here and there on the Cooking Channel and Food Network, and eventually they gave me my shot, and with a proof of concept, they saw the proof of concept and greenlit the first season of Delicious
Miss Brown.
Yes.
Wow.
And you've won 2 Emmys for that so far. Wow.
Congratulations.
Outstanding culinary instructional series and outstanding culinary host.
And the first Black woman to do so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, it's so interesting, right? Because, you and Sonny. Sonny was the first Black woman that I know from culture, right? She was the Sonny Anderson who broke through on the Food Network. How hard is that for a Black woman to break through on the Food Network? I only know y'all too.
Right. It's us. That's it. I think over the years they've gotten better with diversity and inclusion on the network, but for a long time it was just Sonny, the Neelys.
And the Neelys. I forgot about the Neelys.
Yes. And Chef Aaron with Big Daddy's House. And but as far as a Black woman, back then, all I knew was B. Smith. And
B. Smith, yes.
Yes, God bless her soul. But Sonny was the only one. And Sonny was, I tell anybody, Sonny is who I looked up to, and I saw her on there, and I saw her being her authentic self, and I was like, if she can do it, I can too. But yeah, it's just really been us. And then now Carla Hall is on the network as well. But it's hard. It's a white male dominated field, in and out of television, even with the culinary world in general. Most executive chefs, head chefs are white men.
When you used to work at CPS, what was the reason why you would take a child from a home? Like, because usually they say it takes a long time. It has to be almost like to the word. So what would be that reason? Like, how far does it go? Because I'm just curious.
Deplorable environments. Like, if I've said before that sometimes CPS can let things slip through the cracks. And on my watch, any notices, anything like coming in and seeing multiple reports of abuse, and you walk into a home and you see that they're clearly living in deplorable environments. After that, in multiple cases and multiple write-ups, then it would warrant a removal from the home. Like, there's emergency removal where there's clear abuse, and then there's some that it takes some cases and some write-ups before that happens.
I know a lot of parents are always scared that my kids are going to come to school and say my mama hit me or my daddy hit me.
Yeah.
But that doesn't get your kid taken out. Okay,
no,
that has
not
to
immediately. No. We always want reunification, and we always want children to be in their homes. But if it's clear and there's multiple signs of something going on, then there has to be an investigation first before a child is just removed.
Did a child ever complain that their parents couldn't cook and they wanted to be?
Of course, that happens. Okay. That used to happen. Like, oh, I didn't want this, or kids will complain like, oh, I didn't get a chance to wear this. I wanted to wear those sneakers. They took my game from me or something. That's
Yeah.
Don't you get mad when they call you to the house and you be like, you calling me because your mama took your game?
Or even when I was a social worker and I had kids on beyond them being with their birthright families, like when I did child placement and they were with their temporary households, and I would get calls and I can hear the phone now, the on-call phone, and I would get some of my clients who would be like, well, I'm on punishment. It's like, why are you on punishment? What happened? I got a couple of Fs. And so you decided to punch holes in the wall and do crazy stuff because you got F's on your report card. Now, how does that, in 3 o'clock in the morning, like I got to go remove a child and put him in another home because of crazy. But kids will be kids.
That's real.
I was going to ask, did those two worlds ever like collide at all? Like, did any of the kids that you helped find like placement homes or whatever? Yeah. Now they watch you on the Food Network. You run into them. Like, did that ever happen? Like,
that recently just happened. I also worked for Big Brothers Big Sisters in Newark while I was living in Jersey, and I recently hosted a Big Brothers Big Sisters meet and greet at my restaurant in Charleston, which was really nice. It was a full circle moment, going from being a mentor manager at Big Brothers Big Sisters to hosting them at my restaurant. And
the one in the airport?
The one in the airport.
Kardea Brown's Southern Restaurant.
Yeah.
Yes, in Charleston Airport. Yeah.
So it came full circle to have them, there. And I remember being a struggling social worker, rubbing pennies together to make ends meet, to having the same organization that that's the organization I left before I started the Food Network show. And so to have them at my restaurant, gosh, almost 10 years later, it meant a lot.
I've heard you say that your cooking is a love letter to the Low Country where we're from. What's one dish that best tells the story of where we're from, you think?
Shrimp and grits.
Yes, absolutely.
It's my favorite. It's nothing. And I tell people every time you come to Charleston, you have to have Charleston shrimp. Like it's like none other. You can go anywhere in the world and have seafood. There is nothing like Low Country seafood. That's my favorite.
I gotta go.
I gotta come to Charleston.
That rice too, though. The red rice.
And the red rice. But see, you don't eat pork in your red rice.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
but a lot of people cooking now with turkey though.
Turkey, you can do turkey. Some people do it vegan. What's the guy's name that's from Charleston that has the late night show? Stephen Colbert. Uh-huh. His wife put anchovies in her red rice.
Yeah, that sounds like raising a potato salad. Evie, I love you, but goddamn. Anchovies in the red rice. Come on now.
So the holidays are coming up, right?
Yes.
Thanksgiving. So for people that are not cookers, right? Because there's a lot of women, a lot of men out there that don't cook. Uh-huh. What's an easy dish for people to make that can still impress some type of people?
Ooh.
Like, for instance, Loren has a newfound man, right? Yeah. She really doesn't know how to cook. So what would you suggest her to cook to impress this gentleman?
Don't do shrimp, chicken Alfredo. We don't.
For Thanksgiving, I would never.
But see, I see everything. Every time I see something on social media, everyone's like, "Oh, you got to do the Alfredo for for a date." We're not doing Alfredo. For Thanksgiving, I would say a spatchcock turkey. That's super simple. People think that takes a lot to make, and it really doesn't. You just take the backbone out the turkey or chicken if you don't want to do a big chicken. Mm-hmm. I mean, a big turkey. Smash it flat down, season it, inject it with some butter and some Creole juices, bake it off, and it's like the tastiest, juiciest turkey you will ever have. There's some other recipes in there.
I'm already
the red
all
rice,
the
jollof rice. I mean, it's so simple. Like, you don't have to do a lot to impress someone. I say do something simple that takes a little less steps, so you don't get all flustered and stuff, and just make it taste good. Mm-hmm. That's it. Presentation too.
Has your husband ever hurt your feelings, right? Because you are a chef, right?
Yes.
He's sitting back there. Have you ever said, "Nah, that's not it," and you be like, "What?"
Yes. Several times.
What meal was it that he said that's not it?
What's the last meal he was like, "Babe, you gotta go try that again"?
I made this. I tried to make this like jerk chicken and dumpling thing, and I made the dumplings with like frozen biscuits. It usually works.
No, you got to make the biscuits from scratch.
I know.
You had that much time.
I didn't have much time, and the dumplings just kind of like it. It did something in there. It was yucky. It was thick. It was slimy. He is a dessert snob, and he will call somebody's cake dry in a heartbeat. Dry. I said, not me sitting on these. I am a judge on holiday baking championships, spring baking. I know desserts. So I made a red velvet cake one time. He took a slice of the cake and was like,
I need water.
It's a little dry. I said, absolutely. Dry where? I said, if you put your finger, I said, the crumb on it. Do you see the crumb? He said, I don't know about all that. All I know is my Aunt Pam makes Aunt Pam in there. Aunt Pam make a good red velvet cake, and hers be a little buttery than this. It's a little dry. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
So was it missing something? Did you?
I thought I did right. I put my stick of butter in there, a little oil. For me, technically,
a stick of butter.
Stick of butter. I guess Pam put about 2 or 3 sticks
you
in
need
there.
more cup. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I thought 1 stick would be enough. 12 tablespoons. I'm measuring. He was like, nah, it is dry.
So what happens after that? After he tells you it's too dry or it don't taste too good, so what's your next move?
Mumbling across the house.
Okay.
Just, I'm talking about dry.
Did he finish the piece of cake or no?
He threw it away.
Oh,
damn.
That's cold.
But then I thought about it too, because I did go get another slice later on that day, and it was reading a little dry. Okay. So, he's not gonna fake it.
I wanted to ask you about when you started Delicious Miss Brown. Did you ever imagine you'd be representing like an entire region on national TV?
Absolutely not. I just thought I was coming in there and growing up in the Low Country and being of Gullah descent, you really don't think about it. It's just a way of living. It's just like, we're Geechee, that's it. That's all we know. And then, but seeing the interest from other people and like genuine interest of the Gullah Geechee culture, then I started to realize the importance of what I was doing. It's not only just cooking Southern food and frying fish and making red rice. It was really about preserving a culture.
How has your Gullah Geechee heritage shaped not just your recipes, but just the way you see community and success?
Oh man, just coming from being of Gullah Geechee descent, it's like, it's not many of us. It's a particular region and area, and there's not many of us that make it out of Charleston, out of South Carolina, and so being one of the very few, it means a lot to me. But it also means that I have work to do, because we're not going to be just us. We have to pave the way for other Gullah Geechee folks, black folks, to be able to do this too. I don't want to keep saying that it's only 1 or 2 women, black women in general, that are on the Food Network. Why is that? All these years later, why is that? There should be more of us. The fabric of American cuisine comes from African American people on the backs of enslaved people. So why isn't there more representation across the board with our food?
Yeah, Pam need a show.
Wow. They stabbing you up today. Stabbing you up today.
A bacon show.
You talked about being nervous when you first filmed at home, right? What was the moment you realized I belong here?
I think it wasn't long into the first season where it kind of hit me like, oh, this is happening. But later on down the line, I'm in my 10th season now of the show, and recently winning the Emmys. Winning 2 Emmys, I think. Before then, it's not really the validation of it, but it's like having your peers recognize you in a sense, because there's been so many times where I've sat at tables and people are like, well, how many restaurants do you own? So what culinary school did you go to? And I never really have an answer. Like, no, I didn't go to culinary school. No, I don't own, at the time I didn't own any restaurants. I had a traveling supper club. And so it was always trying to fight for that. I belong here. I don't know why y'all don't understand that. God would not put me in this seat if it wasn't a thing for me. Right. And so winning the Emmy was like, oh, I guess you do kind of got something going on here. Wow. But before that, I think I realized it wasn't too long until I was like, all right, this is it.
I wanted to ask you, right, in the intro, you got these mantras. You already talked about you got McDonald's money. I just want to say some of these mantras.
Okay.
And you tell me what they mean to you, right? And you said these are mantras your mother and grandmother instilled in you. And I also want to know which one is most relevant to where you are in life right now.
Okay.
If you want to act grown, be grown.
Now, that was you think you grown? Well, then go ahead and take your stuff and get out and do it on your own.
Damn.
Yeah, my mom is.
You remember the first time you heard that?
Yeah. I was about 14 or 15. And I guess I had got, started feeling myself a little bit. And I said something back to her. And she was like, all right. If you want to act grown, you can be grown. Pack your stuff up, call your grandmother, and tell her you're on the porch. You need to go. I was like, what you mean? Like, she actually had me pack my stuff up and put me outside and called my grandmother, said you can come get her. She can figure out what she's doing since she want to be so grown here. And I was like, you can't do that. You can't put me. But that, back then, I kind of felt, I guess I was feeling myself a little bit.
Did grandma come get you?
No.
Oh, damn.
Grandma, she was like, absolutely not. Like, Patty, let her back in the house. Don't do it like that. She, she didn't mean any harm. But it took about an hour or two, but she let me back in. But I at that point, I realized I was not grown.
The Lord will make a way out of no way.
Absolutely, every single time. And I say that with conviction. Every single time, I am a living testimony of God will bring you through the darkest storms. I was homeless at one point. So to be here today, talking about my second cookbook, and being here with you all is a testament that God will bring you out the darkest situation.
Was that the moment? Because we all are believers and we all have faith, but we always have that one real moment where we like, Lord God, I know that was God.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like it happens on a daily. You know, like just driving to work or flying on a plane or just doing it, like when you land, like that was nothing but God. Or, you know, getting home to your house and your family, that had to have been God, because anything could have happened in between time. So you see that on a daily.
He will never give you more than you can bear.
Never. And I think as humans, we underestimate how much we can actually take and deal with. And God shows us, like, okay, yeah, this may be a very trying time, but I'm giving this to you because I know you can handle it. And once you handle it, and if it happens again, you know that I've been here before. I've handled this. So this coming, the next thing coming, you know, it's easy. It's nothing.
And I think this is one people need to really understand in this era. Don't be penny wise and pound foolish.
Yeah.
My grandma be saying that to me.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Don't be penny wise and pound foolish means that you don't think you know more than what you actually do. You know, be open and receptive to feedback and criticism and constructive criticism. And you don't know everything. You don't. And there's somebody that's going to know a little bit more than you, or somebody's going to help you understand this. But be open and receptive to criticism, constructive feedback, and just advice.
What's next for the delicious Miss Brown brand? You know, we got cookbooks, we got restaurants, we got products.
Yes. Right now, I am looking forward to hosting Kids Baking Championship with Duff Goldman at the top of the year. Holiday Baking Championship is on now. I'm at this time, I'm the type of person that's always like, I gotta have everything in control. Like I gotta have my next plan written down. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm going to do that next. I am allowing the universe to do what it do.
Ooh, okay.
Whatever God has for me, I'm not going to limit myself to anything.
What peace of mind has that given you in work?
Whew, that has given me so much, because social media and I am very I do it to this day. I'm guilty of comparing to other people's where they are in their life, their point C to my point A.
We was talking about that this morning, and I was like, "Yo, people got to stop doing that. Niggas be lying. They be on social media lying they ass off
all day long, especially the people that you know. That I know you don't live like that. Exactly. But I get caught up with that, and social media makes it really easy to get caught up with comparing your journey to someone else's. And I've caught myself saying that, okay, I if this book doesn't get New York Times bestseller, but why did their books, why is this book not selling? And I'm tired. You get tired of that, because at the end of the day, what my peace is, my slow mornings, being with my husband, having the freedom to get up and do what I love to do every day. That's the older you get, the more those things matter to you. So it's the peace of mind of knowing, just like, hey, whatever happens, but I know it's going to always be for my greater good.
Well, thank you. Dedicated.
Can't wait to try these recipes.
I got one more question. You dedicated the book to your husband.
I did.
Why did you dedicate it to your husband?
He's the reason why I cook. I enjoy cooking for myself, but it's nothing like, babe, what you feeling like today, or like, with seeing his face when he's excited about something that I'm making, and when he walks in the house and I'm cooking and he's like, ooh, it smells good in here. That makes me feel good. So I get gratification and satisfaction from, it's my love language, feeding, not only his body, but his soul too. So
that's what and I also want to say, we always say we're losing recipes. Do you think cookbooks are spiritual because of that? Okay.
Absolutely, especially coming from Black and brown households where recipes are not written down. It's only like word of mouth, and so God forbid if Big Mama goes and y'all didn't get that sweet potato pie recipe or that fat back recipe, and nobody wrote it down, and nobody can call her, so having recipes written down and the stories that follow the recipes is so important, because eventually all of us are going to leave this place one day, and you got to have something left to talk about and cook.
That's right.
Well, thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much.
And listen, I'm over the holidays. What's the date? We're going to be with Chris Kalin.
Yes.
Is that November 22nd?
The day after
Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
So, November 28th.
28th.
Actually, November 28th will be at the Magnolia Room. Myself, Kardea, and AJ from the We Talk Back podcast will be with Chris Kalin at the Magnolia Room in Charleston, 720 Magnolia Road, man. So tickets are available for that now.
That's right.
I believe. I don't know. I'm just reading what's on Chris Kalin's page.
All right.
It is.
Kardea Brown.
Kardea Brown. And make sure you go to Kardea Brown Southern Kitchen in Charleston Airport, man.
That's right.
I'm telling you, somebody's listening to me right now, and they're like, you know what? Our flight's delayed for 2 hours.
Might as well get some food.
So we might as well
go ahead and hook yourself up.
Walk right past the Chick-fil-A and go on to Summer Kitchen.
That's right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm a homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Kirk Franklin sat down with Carlos King for Reality with the King, and they had a conversation about a lot of different things. Kirk Franklin and where he stands with his son currently, Kirk Franklin and just who he is as a person, and I think Carlos King was honestly kind of shocked by how real Kirk Franklin was. But they got into a very deep conversation about sexuality. There's been a conversation around Kirk Franklin and his son. You guys remember the phone call that happened and, between the two of them. And it's obvious that they've been trying to mend things behind the scenes, right? But there's been another conversation about if Kirk Franklin feels a way or has whatever animosity toward his son because his son has come out as bisexual. And Carlos King asks Kirk Franklin about that, and Carlos King and Kirk Franklin then talk about Kirk Franklin's sexuality being questioned and that not being a factor. Let's take a listen to Kirk Franklin.
Where do you think things went wrong between you and your oldest son?
As you follow his life, you can see that there's more of internal struggles that are not environmental. They are not just from experiences. I'm only sharing what has been very public that people can see a lot of times in the deterioration of certain moods and behaviors on his social media and a lot of his platforms. At age 9 and 10, we were trying to figure out how much of it was disciplinary, always having to be called up to the school and not knowing at times that they were deeper issues. We are very trepidatious in our community when it comes to mental conversations, and you just don't have the language. You don't have the language. You don't know much, and so that's my perspective. That's the perspective of his mother. That's the perspective of other professionals and other great men that have been in his life.
It sounds like he's talking about mental health issues right there, not sexuality.
Yes, we went to the wrong clip, but it's okay because
I was confused.
Yes.
I was so confused.
It's okay.
He always talk like he preaching. He just that evangelist voice is just always. I love it.
And Loren, it's okay to stop the clip and say it's the wrong clip.
I didn't want to because we were
on live radio.
Yeah.
I was so confused.
Sorry, I thought maybe I could just
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. So yes, that was the clip where he was. Well, yeah. Kirk Franklin is always going to remind you of the church because we've been hearing his voice for so long. And in that clip, yes, he is talking about what the deeper issue is. So basically, Carlos King poses that question to Kirk Franklin, like, is the issue that your son is bisexual? Kirk Franklin says no, not at all, and I'm still fighting for my son. And then he says this is exactly what is happening or what we believe, and he talks about his son's mental health, and they're still figuring that out. But then they go into the conversation about Kirk Franklin's sexuality because Kirk Franklin is trying to make the point that he accepts all people, and he's been in conversation with people about his sexuality, so he understands where certain things are coming from, but he doesn't hate anybody. Now let's take a listen to Kirk Franklin on sexuality. Go ahead.
Somebody in the chat said, it's always the wrong clip. Y'all would be stopping the show forever if y'all did that all the time. Thank you for noticing, chat. Okay? Because they make Uncle Charlotte feel like he's crazy in here.
You are crazy.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ray.
Carlos, most of my life, I've had my sexuality questioned. I'm little. I think I like clothes a little bit. And then I came up in gospel music, where a lot of my brothers were feminine men, but they were great friends to me. They were beautiful souls to me. And
did it hurt you though when people question your sexuality?
Oh, yeah.
It did?
Oh, yeah. When I was a young boy, yes.
How early on do you remember your sexuality being questioned?
Middle school and high school. It's because when I was in choir, because I've always been in the arts. And then I was adopted adopted by a woman. I probably, was very comfortable in my femininity as a man. My sexuality for me was never a space where it was anything but heterosexual. But I've always been loving and compassionate to people.
I can't wait until y'all stop caring where people want to put their penis. Like who gives a damn? I'm gonna start thinking if you care so much. Sir. Huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna start thinking if you care so much about where a man is putting his penis is because you want to try me. It's like how when you asking a girl, you got a man? You got a man? You got a man? You single?
Nah, they be wanting to know so they can put their bid in. Like
that's what I'm trying. I just said that. That's exactly what I'm saying.
I got what you're trying to say. I think with Kirk Franklin, the reason why, because he's talked about this multiple times before and refuted claims multiple times before, but with him, people like to have this conversation, not just because of whatever is happening with his son, but because he's a man of faith and, he leads and all the things. Because they also get on him about his outfits. Remember, he was dancing on stage. He tried to make that a thing as well, too. So I don't think people will ever let Kirk Franklin just be who he is. They just
why just because you little you got to be gay? That's little pimps. Most pimps are little.
I thought about you when he said that.
Man, shut up.
Right. Come to think about it, I don't really know a lot of little gays.
What?
What
are you talking about?
Now that you think about it, I don't really know no little.
No, that's
gays.
because your algorithm is full of transgenders, and a lot of them be big, so you upset. That's what you thinking about. But no, gays come in all sizes. Just
no. I know. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I don't really know the little ones. Like, I never seen
the little ones.
What do you mean? When you mean like, I don't know what you mean by little.
She trying to say just
like size.
Go ahead, Jess. What you say?
Franklin ain't little.
Short.
Yes, he is.
He is. He little. He's so short. To me.
He's not little to you because you're little, and that's why I thought of you when he said, "I've always been little." I was like, dang, Charlotte, you've been fighting your whole life.
Kirk Franklin like 5'4".
First of all, gay rumors didn't start for me until recently. Okay, I've never had those before.
Yes, you have.
What?
Recently?
You've always had gay rumors.
As of when? Recently, like when?
Actually, probably since I got to New York. And
the guy said you took a bus to go see him.
And when was that? When I was
that
in
wasn't
New York.
Recently. That was what, 15 years ago.
But I was in New York. That's when I got to New York. Back in the day.
See a guy.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah,
it lets me know that there's a lot of gay men in New York, so they think I'm just one of them, especially in the industry. And you know.
And what happened when you pulled up on him? What y'all did?
In the bus.
I don't know this person. I didn't know this person back then.
Oh, it was a lie. Oh,
he had a whole story.
He did have a whole story.
It was funny too.
People got whole stories about you too. Are they true?
Nope.
Oh.
Hey, yo.
Honestly, maybe that's the thing. It's the Illuminati and you gay. Then that's where you made it, right?
I am in the Illuminati. I've admitted to that. I've told y'all this already.
I think both, but all right.
No,
that was your opportunity to come out.
What? I am. I just did. That's why I'm in the Illuminati.
Do they take gays?
What is wrong with y'all this
I'm
morning?
not in that faction.
What makes you eligible? You have to be.
I'll let y'all know soon.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to let y'all know real soon.
Well, shout out to all
and real soon, my Illuminati membership will be confirmed. Just want y'all to know.
Oh, okay.
The other thing won't?
That'll never get confirmed, unfortunately, for some men out here who want this.
What?
I know I'm straight. I know I'm straight.
What is wrong with you?
Why you look envy in his eye down his throat like that?
I know I'm straight.
Envy, no. When I first moved back up here, one of the first things I was warned about was DJ Envy. I walked into an apartment complex.
Oh my goodness!
What?
Story. Go ahead, tell a story.
What?
Tell a story,
man.
Tell a story.
I walked into an apartment complex, and the lady at the front desk said, "I just want to tell you something. You need to watch out for Envy, because Envy be over here with a man that's about your size, and he got a bald head like you, and y'all about the same complexion." That's what he tells.
See, and that's how it starts, and that's why people got to get on these interviews like Kirk Franklin, Carlos King, clear things up.
I wouldn't clear nothing.
What did I do? But as soon as she told me, I told Envy. I said, Envy, I'm just letting you know somebody warned me about you yesterday.
Man, well, listen, shout out to all the little gays and this Tevin Campbell birthday. Happy birthday to Tevin Campbell.
Can we talk for a minute?
All right.
Girl, I want
all right.
You won't be at brunch.
Your name.
All right.
What?
Man. You won't be at brunch.
That was the latest with Loren.
I lived that era.
That was the latest with Loren. Now, this guy's crazy.
You're not going to explain the story? Or you gonna do that
I am not explaining no damn story that's false. I'm not explaining for anything false anymore. I ain't got to explain. Believe what you want to believe.
I can put you down with Carlos.
I'm glad you got that T, Envy. That's good.
I'm not explaining nothing. Believe what you want to believe. If I'm gay, Charlamagne gay. Who you giving your donkey to?
Make sure you listen to the Reality with the King from Carlos King on the Black Effect podcast.
Yes,
network.
for the full convo.
Yes.
Now who you giving your donkey to?
It
almost slipped. It almost slipped.
Who you giving that donkey to? It's crazy, yo. Y'all gotta chill out with
we
that.
need James Bowman to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him, please. James Bowman III from Maryland.
All right.
Just might know him.
Oh, my God.
We'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
With the donkey.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
There's a bunch of donkeys around here.
With the hee-haw.
Yes, you are a donkey.
What the hell? What the hell is?
What more do you need, you donkey?
Some donkey todays just sell themselves.
Charlamagne, give it to him. Breakfast Club all day. Give it to him.
Oh man, Charlamagne, who you giving Donkey of the Day to now?
Well, Rob 49, Donkey of the Day for Wednesday, November 12th goes to a Maryland man named James Bowman III. Okay, he is 40 years old. And he was recently arrested for a domestic-related assault. Okay, according to reports, Bowman punched the woman in the face and he bit her hand. So rightfully so, that got his ass locked up. But he was released on a PR bond. We know what a PR bond is, right? It's when a defendant is allowed to leave jail before their trial without posting money. You just got to sign a document and pledge your word to appear in court for all required hearings. Well, that's what he did, so he got released. What's also interesting about PR bonds is a judge assesses the defendant's risk factors, things like their criminal record, employment status, community ties, et cetera, et cetera,
family,
et cetera.
if they got kids, all that.
Yes, yes, just to determine if they are reliable, candidate for release. Well, it's safe to say the judge got this one wrong. Okay, let's go to Fox 5 DC for the report, please.
A woman and her toddler were assaulted inside their home in this Waldorf neighborhood last week, allegedly by the same man arrested for the same crime hours earlier. This is James Bowman III, 40 years old, arrested last Friday for a domestic-related assault, where he's accused of punching the victim in the face. That happened just hours after he was released from the Charles County Adult Detention Center. A state-appointed district court commissioner released Bowman on his own recognizance, telling him not to abuse the woman. But within an hour, Charles County Sheriff's investigators say Bowman was back on Drake Court inside the victim's home, where he broke into her locked bedroom and assaulted the terrified woman and her toddler, leaving them beaten and bloody. She was able to call 911 and have Bowman arrested again. This time, a judge ordered the suspect be held without bond.
You know, ladies, sometimes, just sometimes, I understand why you would trust the bear more. Okay, I did Melissa Ford's Hot and Bothered podcast recently, dropping the clues bombs. Melissa Ford. You can check that out wherever you listen to podcasts and on YouTube. And we had a discussion about that whole women trusting a bear over a man scenario that y'all was debating about on social media a couple of years ago. And I know it sounds ridiculous in theory, but I get it. Okay, because with a bear, at least you know what you're going to get for the most part. All right, a bear is a wild animal. All right, its behavior for the most part is pretty predictable. If that bear is not getting, its SNAP benefits, if that bear is a federal worker who hasn't been paid in 40 days and can't put food on the table for his kids, you in trouble. Okay, the moral of the story is bears attack when they are threatened or hungry. All right, humans, way too unpredictable. Okay, it's a whole host of complex reasons a human might attack, and I don't got time to be playing guessing games with you niggas. So the bear it is. Okay, I get it. James Bowman is one of those examples that women will point to in order to say they trust the bear more. And who am I to argue? Okay, this man punched a woman in the face, bit her hand, and then when he got released 6 hours later, just 6 hours later, spun the block and went back to this woman's house and beat her up again. And this time she was holding a toddler. Hey, I want to say something to these correctional centers, these correctional facilities. It's okay to keep people. Okay, bail is a privilege, not a right. All right, I hope that whatever judge he goes in front of now looks at the fact that he was granted bail and went and committed the same heinous crime within hours, and she was holding a toddler in her hand, and he did not care. Keep him. Keep him. Okay, these correctional facilities have to start doing some real correcting. See, this brother is hurting, and as long as he's hurting, he's going to continue to hurt others, and you can't heal in the same place you keep hurting people. So he needs to be away from this young woman. Okay, if the first thing you do when you walk out of jail for beating a woman is go right back to the person you just traumatized and traumatize them again, oh, you don't need bail. Okay, you need boundaries. You need a therapist, a Bible, and probably an exorcism. Definitely an exorcism. Trust and believe, if you can't break the cycle will break you. And this brother is beyond broken. Please let Remy Ma give James Bowman III the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
I don't know his ass.
Yeah, Maryland is a big state.
Yeah, he right where he belongs.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day.
Yes,
and what's
indeed.
crazy is how fast they let people back out of jail for doing things like this.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what a lot of
Like-
people are saying with these new bail reforms. A lot of people get out for doing the same crime over and over and over again. So a lot of times it discourages police to lock them back up because they're just going to get back on the street.
It's weird because
Right.
he could have killed her this time.
The second time, right?
And it's such a heinous crime. Like, I think when you get out that fast, you should be like something traffic related or with your license. You know what I mean? But when it's something violent, it's just like, yo, within 6 hours, you just out. Like
what?
Yeah, that's a little crazy.
Makes no sense. Happens a lot.
No.
But that was donkey of the day. Now,
We was talking about reality with the King a little while ago with Carlos King and the whole Kirk Franklin conversation.
right. And they, I think we were talking about Kirk Franklin's sexuality.
And it just, I'm just sitting there thinking, and I'm looking at the chat, and we was having a conversation about why do y'all care so much when a man is gay, or if a man is gay? Like, why? What does it matter? Well, who that man is sleeping with don't make you skeet. So what does it matter?
Okay, let's open up the phone lines.
Okay.
800-585-1051.
Over there, ready to say the wrong thing.
No, I'm
Lord have
not. No,
mercy.
I'm not. I'm saying you don't know people fetishes with
But that's what
times with another man.
But that's the thing.
And that's
make
what I
you
think it
skeet.
is.
Like, who cares?
That's what I think
That
it
ain't
is.
got nothing to do with me.
It's the same when you see a woman and you be like, damn, I wonder if she's single. Like, why you want to know if she's single because you want to holler at her. So why you want to know if I'm gay so bad?
But we know you are. But that's the question. 800-585-1051.
What just happened?
Why do people care if a man is gay? Let's open up the
accused you of
phone
being
lines.
Gay, yo.
Huh? What?
He accused you of being gay.
Again?
Again? Yes, I
It
did.
should be, but it can't be anybody. It just gotta be a man.
Yeah, because don't nobody care when women gay.
Nah, they don't really care. Nah, it's not. Nobody really cares.
Yeah. Studs be cool too. So it's like,
Nobody cares. All right, but 800-585-1051.
This is the chat is crazy. Somebody said, so we can act accordingly around that person. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? So you can act accordingly around the person. What does that mean, chat?
What is according? All right, well, let's discuss this. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, Charlamagne came up with the question, why do people care if he's gay or not?
Yes, because Loren LoRosa during the latest, she played the latest episode of Reality with the King from my guy Carlos King. You can check that out on the Black Effect Podcast Network. And he was interviewing Kirk Franklin. And Kirk Franklin was on there having conversations, and I guess people think his son is gay.
Well, he said they questioned his sexuality, but Kirk Franklin is not gay.
And people question Kirk's sexuality.
Right.
My thing is this.
Kirk is not gay.
Who cares? Why do we care if another man is gay? It's 2025. Why are people still having this conversation? And it just got me to thinking, I think that these men be wanting to try the other man. That's why they want to know. It's the same thing when you see a woman and she look good and you like, damn, I wonder if she's single. You know what I mean? So you get your mind ready to holler at her. So the guy be like, oh, shoot, I wonder if he gay. So you want to make sure, before you shoot your shot. That's what I'm taking from this.
Well, in the chat, they said because, they said they want to make sure. The chat is so stupid. They said they want to make sure they're not sharing a blunt with you.
No, listen, yo, that is a real thing. I'm glad somebody said it, not me. Look, yo, so I
you
was
share a
real
blunt with a gay
close
person, you turn gay?
nigga before. Shut up, Envy. You know that's not how it worked because you ain't get it yet. So look, yo, I was cool. I was real close with this gay dude, yo, and he smoked a lot, but he always had some good weed. But every time he rolled, I ain't wanna hit it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that he be, on the. So I'm like,
other girls be on the get in the.
Nah.
Yes, you do. You smoke blunts with girls, and them girls.
I don't smoke blunts with girls. Well, actually, I smoke blunts with my sister, and she gay, so on the covers. But like,
so
still
think about
at the same time,
think about how messy your vagina is, and all of the stuff that come out your vagina, and you smoking. I'm just saying, women have natural discharge. You ain't got no problem smoking a blunt with a woman.
Yeah, I understand.
And straight men and bunkie.
Yeah, but what about girls? What about dudes that?
What about guys that? Fresh off the butt, and
first
you
of all,
sharing a
I'm
blunt.
not even in the. You act like I'm with a lot of smokers all the time. Like I don't be smoking with a lot of people, yo. Like why are you trying to convict me? Like I be around a bunch of monsters. Like nah, I don't. I know people. My sister, I smoke with her. I smoke with my husband. I don't smoke with niggas. I don't do that
You smoke with bottom feeders before.
in my life.
And a bottom feeder is somebody that eat. Okay, and men, straight men, poom poom, and they bunkie. You ain't got no problem sharing a blunt with them.
But you just never
Talking about this
know.
weed thing. No, that ain't the weed, man.
Wow. That's that bunkie.
just never know how many things just be gobbling. You just never know.
Now let's go to the phone line. Hello, who's this?
Hello, yeah, this is Cedric.
Cedric, so why you want to know if a guy is gay, bro?
I mean, it's not like I want to know, but if I do know, it's like, you kind of act different. It's the same, but you're not going to talk like how you talk to a regular straight dude or, do certain things.
Why not?
What you gonna change up?
But look, though, are you gay or are you straight, Cedric?
Man, I'm straight, bro.
Okay, all right, cool.
I don't understand why why do we think that gay men are a different species of human?
No. No, it's not. It's not for real. I ain't got nothing against them. It's not. It just it's kind of weird when you can't just talk about it anything because.
Why can't so when you gonna act differently? Like what? How would you act differently?
How would I like differently? I mean, we talk about girls or whatever. They not into all that. So you really just saying
right.
She is fine.
But he talking about the conversation. So if he's talking about, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I'm about to go and jump up in something, or I was in it, and shorty was none of that, and he like, nah, I can't relate, cause
but gay men make good wingmen. That gay man be like, you want me to go say something to her for you?
That's how they talk.
Oh, that's the voice.
I was doing a voice.
Yeah, that's how they talk.
That was just my regular voice.
Your neck, your shoulders went up.
Go to the next
for sure. But hey, no, I just want to say, man, I love y'all show, man. I've been trying to get connected to y'all. I'm finally seeing so.
Thank you, Cedric. We appreciate you, man.
Okay.
Young throat monster in the making. Cedric.
Hey, yo, you're tripping.
Hello, who's this?
Yo, this is Key.
Key,
what's up, P? You gay or you straight?
Wow.
Man, shut up, Jack. What the hell is wrong? That is not the conversation.
We trying to get.
No, we not. We just asking a question.
Sir, we don't care.
It don't matter whether he gay.
I'm gay. I don't care about that question. I'm
Thank
gay.
you.
Now, why do people care if a man is gay?
All right, so from my experience, I feel like a lot of people have the conception of us being soft, not in a way of us liking guys, but soft in a way of we take everything offensively and pretty much the stigma that you see on TV. So I know for me, a lot of times when people find out I'm gay, they're like, you're the coolest gay person I ever met. And not all of us fall in that concession of we get easily offended, we feel some type of way. Like what Jess said, the thing about a female can't have babies. I wasn't offended by that, and I felt like that was the truth, and that should have been nothing that should have been taken offensive to begin with.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But Key, you know what? I really don't understand because what's the problem? Like what's the difference? Like I see in the chat, I see people be like, yo, I don't want my gay homie jumping on the table doing a split. I don't want my straight homie jumping on the table doing a split either.
Now I'm gonna tell you something. No, I disagree. If you can do a split in the air, like what's little homie name that was on Cos and Not Scream? Chat, what's homie name? That was impressive. If you can do that, do it.
Yo.
I don't care what he is. If you can do a split in the air like that,
Rob's not gay.
Ty Lil, yes. If you can do that, that's impressive. I don't care if he's gay or not. My point is, you said that you wouldn't want your straight homie doing that. I disagree. If you can,
I don't want my gay homie or straight homie doing it. I don't want to be in a club and jump on the table doing a split.
Bro, if you that acrobatic and you that flexible, do it. And you should be back up dancing for Chris Brown. Fly Little, what's his name? Ty Little. Ty Little got some superpowers that he's not using to his great capabilities. That is impressive.
He had a split in the air.
What? I'll be telling all my homies, yo, watch homie, yo, Ty Little, do that thing, yo. Jump in the air and do the split. That was impressive. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all kiss my ass.
We got Omar on the line.
Yo,
Omar, what's
really
up?
So unserious.
Omar.
Hey,
I know he gay. Omar, what's up, baby?
What's going on, Jess?
Hey.
Yo, what's up, Charlotte?
Peace, Omar. Just think all Omars are gay because of the wire.
Wow.
No, I don't think all Omars is gay.
What?
It's crazy.
Nah, man, get out of here, man. First of all, and reaching out to everybody in Jamaica, sending love and peace for the storm that's going out.
Yes, sir.
I speak to my mom while the storm was blowing over, and I was there all night with her on the phone.
Yes, sir.
To the topic.
You don't know what he said.
Yes, I did. He said that he's shouting out everybody that got hurt in this storm in Jamaica, and he was on the phone with his mom while she was going through the storm the whole time.
I like
The
that.
whole
Yeah,
time.
brother.
Yes, bless you.
Okay.
I had a friend, man. Well, not a friend. This guy.
Oh, now he not
Nah,
a friend.
he your friend.
Now
yo.
he
Nah,
your friend.
He your friend, Omar.
Yeah, well, I say a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But he used to hang out with all the girls, man. He used to cry all the time. He was real girly. You know, we used to pick on him. We mess with him, short dude, and he was a bit of a blocker because every time we was around with the girls, he used, you know what I mean? So we used to pick on him. A few years later, I went back to Jamaica. This man has 6 kids, man. I couldn't believe it.
Well, that's what you get for judging. That's what you get for stereotyping that man.
You thought he was gay.
Yeah, I ain't stereotyped, man. If you suck your finger and cry all the time, man, there's something wrong with you.
It's not. Yeah, but that don't got nothing to do with being gay. Just because you suck your thumb don't mean you sucking.
You ain't say what finger you suck.
Yeah. You don't put nothing in your mouth, man.
So you don't smoke weed?
You don't roll that way.
Don't you smoke a big spliff? A big fat spliff?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, come on, man.
No, but you just said don't put nothing in your mouth. I need y'all to be consistent and make sense.
All right, come on. What you been like purposely descriptive like that, like extra, like big fat long spliff. Like, come on, yo. What you talking about?
This show is gay. Hello, who's this?
What's up? This is Jasmine from the Bronx.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hey, Jasmine.
Why do you care if men say if they're gay or not?
I actually don't care. I think it's weird when people care about other people's sexual preference. I say that I agree with Charlamagne. It's the same thing with parents caring about their children's sexual preference. It's just weird. If it ain't you, why you care?
Why do you care, man?
I'm with you.
Thank you for calling.
But Jasmine.
Yeah.
You think Charlamagne gay?
Don't even answer that because you don't care.
Jasmine, remember what I said earlier.
I hung up on him.
These men that want to know if other men are gay. Envy want me to say yes so he can try me. Remember,
I think Envy got low-key. Envy got a crush on you.
I know.
He just admit it already. He got to admit it already.
Envy came up in the 90s in New York, and as we found out over the years, the 90s in New York might have been gayer than Atlanta in the 2000s.
Goodbye.
Oh no, nothing gets gayer than that.
No, I'm saying no. It's just more openly gay in Atlanta. New York a little different. New York is oil up your ankles.
Sneaky.
Oil up your ankles, let your Tim tap.
Nah, see that's so brutal.
You see what I'm saying? you see what I'm saying?
Well, before we get to tomorrow, I do not have a crush on Charlamagne. But go ahead. What's your moral of the story?
What you mean?
What?
You don't have a crush on me.
I don't.
But that don't mean you're not gay. You got a crush on somebody.
Yeah, he ain't your type.
I am not. Right. I am not gay. You have a crush on me. But go ahead. What's the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is who cares where another man is putting his penis? It's 2025. It's about to be 2026. Y'all really got to stop giving a damn about that. And I'm telling you right now, for all of you men that keep wanting to know if a man is gay, I'm just going to assume you want that man. You want to know if that man is gay for your own personal benefit. That's all I'm going to assume from now on.
All right, well, look. Okay, so what if a girl want to get to know a guy, right? But he did the thing with the dudes back in the day, but he don't do that no more. Should she not know that?
No, it's the same. No, it's the same thing as when a girl try to holler at you and you married. You be like, no, I'm married. So if the girl try to holler at the gay guy just be like, nah, I'm gay.
Or I'm bisexual. Yeah.
No, but that's the thing. What if he not now? Like, what if he but that was in his past. Like he was doing the thing with the dudes back in the early
before,
2000s.
and you want to know?
Yeah, I'm talking about he did the bending. He got bent. He delivered. He was delivered back on the other side of the fence.
Well, that's different. And I don't got to tell you about my past.
Okay, I was gonna say, should he let her know or
until they go to the club and homie come up to y'all,
what I'm saying?
And be like,
And then, like I had your before. Like, what if a come up to you behind you and say that?
I hate this place.
Like, yeah, how my taste when you kiss him. You like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo, shorty, tell me how my taste.
You know? So, you got, it's situational, yo.
My goodness. All right. All right, we got the ladies with Loren coming up. Don't move. It's The Breakfast Club.
The Breakfast Club.
Man. Salute to everybody on the Breakfast Club chat. You can always tune in. We start at about 8 a.m. and it's the Breakfast Club AM on Twitch.
I don't like the chat today.
Chat's funny as hell, man.
Chat said Loren built like Taylor Swift.
Oh, wow.
That's what the chat
said. They say who?
I'm built like shake
Taylor
it off.
Swift. That's crazy.
Oh no! She got a little bit of ass. Like,
I'm like,
thank
wow.
you. Is it?
That's what I said. Don't disrespect Taylor like that.
What?
No,
She
what?
talking about me, dummy.
Oh,
no,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Let's go, Envy.
Let's get to the latest.
Loren becoming a straight fat.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
Say I'm the biggest, the largest. The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
LL Cool Bay.
What's up,
Yes.
girl?
Okay, y'all. We have some beautiful love news because Terrence J and model Michaela Sultan are officially married.
Dropping a clue bomb to Terrence J.
Yes.
What's her name?
Michaela.
I
believe I'm
They
saying.
got married in what, Dubai, right?
They're married in Dubai, and it has
Salute to
been
them.
days of events. I saw they did a yacht situation and, all of the things. They were married at the Atlantis over there, and Anthony Anderson actually officiated the wedding. Let's take a listen to Anthony Anderson.
By the power vested in me, it is with delight and honor to pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. Parents, you may now kiss your bride.
Congratulations.
I didn't know Anthony Anderson could do that.
You can get the
like a certificate.
You got to be ordained and all that.
He's not a minister or anything like that. No, because I don't know how to
be ordained to do.
You could get married beforehand, and this could be the ceremony. They could have did that before when they were back in Miami.
Oh, gotcha.
Which they probably did it in New York. They
I
probably
ain't
did it in
gonna say-
Miami in the States.
I ain't gonna say anybody can marry somebody, but my god sister do that, and like it was easy. I think it's like a couple classes that you take at a church, and then you can officiate weddings.
Yeah, I think you got to get ordained, and I thought you had to get like a registration and like a licensing thing. I don't know.
I thought you could get the license beforehand and just go
do.
with the ceremony. Like they probably did it back in the States, right?
Gotcha.
Because it's in Dubai, so they probably did that already, and this is just
just for show.
The show.
Gotcha.
And as they walked out to the actual ceremony, T.I. actually walked them out, the groomsmen, and they walked out to bring them out. And then T.I. actually performed at the reception of the wedding as well, too. Let's take a listen to T.I.
Let me tell you something, man.
They
had a good time. Terrence and the whole crew, they were such a good time. I know they had a great time.
Salute Terrence J.
Congrats to them. Yeah, absolutely.
T.I. is my top 7 favorite rappers of all time, and there's nobody that I want to see in a versus more. Okay, I need T.I. in a versus because I am sick of y'all acting like T.I. don't have one of the best catalogs
Who does
ever.
he battle? You keep
I
saying
don't
that.
know.
Seven is such a random
T.I. and
number.
Wayne. I like that one,
That's
Jess.
what we
I
gonna
do
do.
like that. I like the T.I. versus Lil Wayne. I really do. But I just want to see T.I. in the versus. Okay? T.I. got records. You hear me? What you know about that? Rubber Band Man, Dope Boys in the Trap, Bring 'Em Out, Live Your Life. I mean, he got joint. ASAP. Oh.
Yeah, T.I. got
Swagger
records.
Like Us.
Definitely.
Whatever you like. Motivation.
Crazy.
Continue. He gonna keep going.
I
Stand
know.
up.
All right. Okay. Now, in other
24s, big things popping.
Keep going.
What's up? What's happening?
other
Head
great
down.
news,
Keep going. Go ahead.
Netflix. So this came out yesterday, and we wanted to send some congratulations over to the cast. Netflix has officially ordered a sequel to the sitcom A Different World. So this new series will be centered on the daughter of the original characters, Dwayne Wayne and Whitney. And I also saw that Miss Debbie Allen is involved as well too. So that'll be coming to Netflix soon.
You said the second season.
No, I said they've ordered. Like it's coming to Netflix. Like it's happening on Netflix.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm glad that Miss Debbie Allen is involved. That's dope.
Yes.
Well, she talked about it when she was here on Breakfast.
Yes, she did. But the announcement came out. What did Dame Dash call it? The trades. The announcement came out in the trades yesterday.
Oh, they've been announced it.
Well, yesterday. I'm not doing this with you. In other news, moving
That's
on.
why I asked her about it when she was here.
And it was in conversation then. It's officially ordered and released yesterday as of Netflix.
That's
Thank you,
dope.
Lauren, because that is the latest.
Yes.
That's
And
dope. Based around HBCUs. I love it.
100%. In other news, speaking of conversations, we've been talking about people who they're dating and who they are in bed with or not. Kevin Gates shared some thoughts that got some people going yesterday on why men want to date younger women. Let's take a listen.
Man, don't no want no old washed up ass man. What don't want a young man? You don't like it, eat my man. Straight up. The what want something that been you heard me? Man, have emotion. We ain't going to the used car line, man. What the But see that beat, that don't be nothing but that washed up on it. Like, hey, yeah, old enough to be your daddy, yeah, want some, got sense enough to know how to listen.
Niggas be so weird. I'm so sorry. Like niggas just be so weird. But
yeah, that's not a used car. That's that's you got to look at that like fine wine. You know, wine gets better with time. You know, cognac gets better with time. You know, some antique cars, you know, are worth way more than some of these
Brand
new
new
cars.
cars,
So,
yes.
you know, I mean that's his preference.
That's a
but
1994 8 Series BMW CSI that I just drove yesterday. Yes, that's a Chevy Chevelle 1970.
That's
yes.
what I'm saying.
What?
Kevin ain't looking at the same 40 plus, 50 plus years older that I'm looking at. Because I'm taking Angela Bassett over any of you 20 something.
Turbo S 93 Porsche.
Yeah, he want the little Honda Coupes.
No.
The baby Sonatas.
No.
And for all the men that were like arguing in defense of what he was saying, what makes men think that that just because you're older, you're the better choice either.
Oh, talk that talk, Lauren.
I'm just saying, because I feel like a good person, whether a man or woman, doesn't come with age. That's a personal choice. That's personal development. Like, there's a lot of things that go into that. Men think just because they get older, y'all are like the golden prize.
Yeah,
I hate that conversation.
Y'all done ran through half the country. Y'all are old and washed up too, and y'all want somebody to deal with that? What you talking about? You've been burnt, fried, laid to the side. Now you
burnt, fried, laid to the side.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Yeah. Salute to Stephanie Mills. Dropping those bombs to Stephanie Mills. Angela Bassett.
Oh, here you go.
Okay. I'm just saying. Patty LaBelle. I don't know.
Felicia Rashad. Okay.
You all used up.
Okay, Debbie. Okay, go name him.
I
know where you're going.
I'm just saying. Okay, I don't know what he's looking at. But these 40 plus, 50 plus, 60 plus is killing these youngins out
that
here.
crew you just named 60 plus.
And
fine.
And sexy. See, that's the thing. Sexiness comes with age.
Oh, we were just talking about that when I was prepping for this segment. I was like, I think you.
They wasn't talking about you.
You learn sex appeal. You learn sex appeal as you mature as a woman.
All right. That's the latest one.
That you know what to do with a little something.
All right. When we come back, we got the People's Choice Mix. 800-585-1051.
Y'all so mad. Okay.
It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a salute to Kardea Brown, the chef, author, and Food Network host. She came and talked about her new cookbook. So
delicious. Yes, she's got a new cookbook called Make Do With What You Have, 100 delicious new recipes from favorite old school meals. She got other books out too. She's a New York Times bestseller. But I'm gonna tell you something about Kardea Brown. Her food is really good. She's got a restaurant in the Charleston International Airport called Kardea Brown's Southern Kitchen. And you know how you be flying out somewhere? You want to get to the airport early? Like, I always want to get to the airport early, especially when it's in the morning, just to go to Southern Kitchen.
Restaurant.
Oh, absolutely. And when I was home, when was I home last? I mean, I'm always home, but one time I was home this year. I can't remember when. She had made me some seafood salad with the red rice with the turkey sausage. Oh, my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, salute to Kardea Brown, man. She get busy.
Well, I want to salute to everybody I seen last night at the Record Room, which is a spot in New York, in Queens, New York. On Tuesday, they do nothing but R&B. So my daughter celebrated.
Lauren's supposed to have been taking me there, yo. But go ahead.
Yeah, my daughter celebrated her birthday, which is this Thursday. So they only do R&B on Tuesday. So they all went out, and I popped up on them last night, and had a great time. They play everything R&B. It's just a vibe. They play new stuff from Leon Thomas to Bryson Tiller to New Edition. It's
just funny how Jess be saying somebody supposed to take her somewhere, but it be her that don't want to go. So
hey, yo,
never show up. Tell them again.
Lauren didn't say it. Shut up.
Lauren, you hear what Lauren said?
I will literally be like, hey, Jess, we're doing this for Fashion Week. Hey, Jess, remember you said you wanted to have drinks. I made the reservation. Hey, Jess, Record Room is happening on Tuesday. I called the owner, made reservations for us. Oh, Jess, I done called the owner of Brooklyn Chop House. Shout out to Don Pooh. They done set it up for us. Jess don't ever want to go nowhere, y'all.
You see what I'm saying?
I do be wanting to go places. Lauren goes late. And Charlamagne goes to a lot of nasty places, so I don't like to go.
Where do I go? I don't even go nowhere.
No, when you try and go out to eat, you pick the worst places, and it's always an inn. Like, let's go to Red Roof Inn, the Burger Inn, the Steak Inn. It's like, why we always eating in a hotel? Why you always doing that to me, yo? Damn.
Well, salutes again to everybody came out. It was girls' night out, and I popped up on them last night.
That's what you should. You was on brand.
Oh, shut up. And salute to Mercedes, who is my assistant in the gym. She actually walked me out because I didn't have security last night, so she walked me to the car.
Whoa!
What?
Damn!
Oh, you tripping.
It was like, she was out there. You've been 6'9" with a size 12 in men's.
Wish she would have pulled out if something happened.
And see, that's why men be wanting to know
Ben's
if men are gay.
Ben's get busy.
That's why
Ben's play basketball too. She boxed somebody to F out.
Hands big as hell.
And be screaming hands in the air and Ben's handling business.
That's right.
Crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's why people be wanting to know if a man is gay.
Well, it's nighttime though, so it's night. All you see is, Envy walking with this big shadowy figure. You like, I gotta be security. So I get it. I get it.
Salute to Benz. She set everything up for me. Thank you, Benz. Now, where you gonna be at this weekend?
I'm gonna be in Toledo, Ohio, y'all. So get your tickets. Saturday is almost sold out. We still got tickets available for Friday, both shows. I'm doing meet and greet at the late shows on both days. JessHilariousOfficial.com in the Perrysburg area, guys. So get your tickets if you have not yet. I can't wait to get there, Ohio.
Who lies more, Charlamagne when he say he gonna go out, or Jess when she said she gonna do a signage after, a meet and greet after?
Definitely Jess with the meet and greet.
Right. Yeah.
100%.
And then come back Monday like, man, I couldn't even do it because it wasn't set up for
What's
that.
the setup? Y'all didn't have masks on. I was too tired.
Man.
The shows are too close.
They didn't have doors.
They didn't have doors.
Shut up, y'all. Anyway, get your tickets, y'all. I'm gonna take some pictures with y'all. I got y'all.
All right. You got a positive note, Charla?
Yes, I do. And I just want to tell y'all, man, life is too short to waste any amount of time on wondering what other people think about you, okay? If they had better things going on in their lives, they wouldn't be thinking about you in the first place, okay? They wouldn't have time to sit around and talk about you. What's important to me is not others' opinions of me, but what's important to me is my opinion of myself. That is a fantastic quote that I love from C. Joy Bell C. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?